Collective. This is 10 from Artemis Oracle doing your, whenever you happen to come across this video reading. I hope you had a great weekend and it was everything you needed it to be. It was restful, it was fun, it was busy, it was peaceful, whatever you needed it to be. So the first card that we have coming out from the Enchanted Map Oracle deck is Home. 27, that reduces down to 9. Okay, I see an owl, just about wisdom. Going within your inner wisdom. Let's see what the book says, the guidebook says. 32, the card came on the upright, so that's good. You are comfortable in your own skin, you belong. Peace, security, safety, belonging, and all the features one would want from home are indicated now. The home card represents an invitation to experience what it's like to be secure in your own skin, to live comfortably no matter what is happening in the world around you. It is a time for opening your eyes to your tribe of like-minded people or one special person who makes you feel like you've come home. Home is love, and love is all around you now. Whatever your inquiry, you are where you're meant to be and will reap great benefits by staying on this path, regardless of where it leads. Home will always be with you. It is where the heart is. So based on the reading, it's basically about being comfortable in your own skin, being at home with yourself, being your own best friend, taking care of yourself, keeping up your home, which is taking care of yourself. Self-care, making sure that all your needs are being met, and knowing that you are responsible for meeting your own needs, that the upkeep of your own home is your own responsibility. And as long as you continue to stay on a path where you are finding comfort within your own skin, being with yourself, being alone, or allowing yourself to feel comfortable and at home with another person, it's a great place to be, but it's also one where it could lead to, like it said, great benefits. It could be about you connecting to yourself, but also allowing your true, authentic self to be connected to someone else. Okay, so that's the first message. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna take out, let me go into another oracle deck. I really like oracle messages. Like, that was the basis of why I created this channel. I love oracle cards. I have so many, and there are some that I have yet to use on my channel. I've mentioned this before, but I wanted to be an oracle channel. But then I wanted to learn tarot. I still need to practice with Lenormand, but let's see what other messages you need to know. I'm going into the wisdom of the oracle card deck. Sorry, the oracle deck. What message does the collective need about this time? Well, chaos and conflict. I think this really aligns with being at home, because it mentions like being at home being at home with yourself regardless of what may be going on around you. And this one says 33, chaos and conflict. I feel like sometimes when we're in different environments, they call for different parts of ourselves to show up. But sometimes we may be coming up inauthentic, that we may be showing up in a way that we think we need to in the environment that we're in, but is inauthentic to who we truly are. But let me go into the book, the guidebook. And the card came out in the upright, so we're gonna look at the general message. The essential meaning is disarray, being at cross purposes with another, the tension of opposites, the value of chaos before order. Opposing forces come together to create a turbulent atmosphere, but consider the value of chaos that serves you well as you become unmoored by it. Scattered to the winds, you leave behind the parts of yourself you no longer need, and this proceeds to reinvent yourself anew. Although the conflict appears Although the conflict appears to exist externally, its essence is also internal, projected outward and causing disarray. You may find yourself at cross purposes with someone else, facing a storm you feel you can't control. Yet every storm passes and chaos leads to a reordering of things. Conflict provides a way to see more than one side of a situation, Look upon this as just a moment in time when you may need to take shelter and step away from the fray. Don't be too eager to fight. This is a time to be this is a time to understand rather than be understood. It's 27 or 33. Those may be your ages. You may have been born on the 27th, on the 9th in September. 6. It could be June, the 6th of any month. The same thing with 9th of every month, any month. 33 could be your life path number as well, which is a master number. So yeah, I feel like sometimes when we are in conflict with ourselves, it can interfere and impact the relationships we have with other people. And it can also cloud the way we see certain situations. It mentions that it's a time to be understanding rather than being understood. So maybe there has been some conflict with you and someone else. Or there may be an internal conflict going on within you where you're trying to figure out how you can be at home with yourself, but also not, I guess I want to say is sometimes we may want to make other people happy, but sometimes that may cause conflict within ourselves because we know that there are certain things that we aren't able to do because it doesn't align with what we want for ourselves. So that could be a source of conflict, right? But it could be you trying to center yourself, ground yourself, figure yourself out, be in touch with your identity, and also want to be authentic with anything external to you. You know, it could be within your environment, your home environment itself. It could be within work. It could be with your friendship group, your community, wherever you apply this message, however it resonates. So it's a matter of not only, you know, doing what is right for you, but sometimes understanding that sometimes other people need to do what's right for them. You know, the same way you are supposed to, you want people to allow you to be comfortable with who you are, is the same courtesy that you need to provide to another person. You know, it shouldn't be like what I want, what makes me comfortable, what I desire supersedes what you want. You know, it's supposed to be, you know, we need to understand each other's perspectives. I hope this is making sense because this is the message that's coming up to me. Okay, so let's see how tarot clarifies this message. Let me know in the comment section if you like when I read from the guidebook, or should I just read the message intuitively based on what the cards show me and what I get intuitively. I don't mind reading. I love reading, actually. Okay, let's see what this home card is about. What is this home card regarding? Tell us about this home card. So September is coming up soon. So there may be something coming up on the 27th. I know we have the new moon in Virgo. That's on the 23rd. So there may be something coming up on the 27th. Look, we have the Page of Cups coming up. This is about communication. This is about communication, about emotions. It could also be like the start of something that you care about, something that you maybe a childlike wish. Because you see this person is painting the stars and the moon. So the moon may be significant. We're currently under a crescent moon. I believe now it should be in Cancer right now. So that's about emotions. You know, the moon is ruled by Cancer. No, Cancer rules the moon. No, moon rules the Cancer. I'm getting mixed up. It's still Mercury retrograde, shadow period. So let's see one more. Page of Cups with the home. So some of you may be receiving somebody maybe coming to you, to your home, maybe coming to you, because remember, we are our own home. So someone may be approaching you with a message, a love offer. What is this Page of Cups with home? What is this Page of Cups with home? What is this Page of Cups with whom? Okay. Does it really want to say? What is this Page of Cups with whom? Oh, two cards came out. The Eight of Cups. This is about walking away or moving away from something that no longer emotionally fulfills you or no longer serves you. But then we have a Magician. This could be about manifesting something. Manifesting what exactly? Okay, the Nine of Wands at the bottom. Infinity symbol may be something to you, or the number 8. So some of you may have walked away from a situation, and someone may be manifesting communication from you. Someone may see you as their home. They feel a sense of peace and comfort when they're around you. Or it could be vice versa. You feel the same way too. There may have been some sort of separation. Somebody walked away from a situation. And please take it how it resonates. Sometimes we could walk away from friends. We could walk away from family, right? But someone may be manifesting communication. Maybe manifesting an apology or wanting to offer an apology. We have the Ten of Swords and the Strength card coming out too. So there was an ending. Something ended, and you will know what it was. It was maybe something that has been painful, something that has been a source of anxiety, stress, overwhelm for you in the mental sense, but it's something that you're trying to overcome or you have overcome. Maybe you walking away from a situation is what's allowing you to regain your strength and courage and bravery to go towards what you really care about, and maybe that's what you're manifesting. Maybe you're manifesting something that you care about, that with the Page of Cups. It could be communication, it could be an apology, it could be someone doing that, but it could also be somebody trying to manifest. It could be you or another person trying to manifest something, a desire. A desire. It's interesting how the Tiger. Somebody could have been born the year of the Tiger. It's like the Tiger is looking like it's about to pounce. You see how it's like really, like, I don't know how you call this position. It looks like like downward dog or something. I don't know. Like it's like has this butt up, its rear up, and then its front legs and head is on the ground. It looks like it's about to pounce or something. Or maybe it's, you know, sometimes when you go to pet an animal, sometimes they do that. So somebody maybe, because those are hands too. So maybe somebody is trying to manifest I want to say like somebody wants to be touched. They want that comfort. They want that connection. Maybe somebody is like pulling back from being touched. Like retreating in some way. Okay. I got the Ace of Wands because I was looking at the Ace of Wands. This has to do about a brand new passionate beginning. A passionate beginning. It's someone being inspired to start something new. Like I mentioned, it could be a passion. It could be something that you care about. Okay, let's go into chaos and conflict. What's this chaos and conflict about? Okay, we got 3 cards. We have the High Priestess. So a High Priestess is one who knows secrets. She's connected to Source. She's connected to the moon. She's connected to her emotions. She receives messages. She's very discerning and intuitive. And then we have the Judgment card. So it's like somebody is seeing something for what it is. Maybe somebody saw something. Maybe somebody envisioned conflict coming forward, or a conflict. Oh, wow. Judgment has the snake, but it also has the scorpion. So somebody maybe have Scorpio in the chart. The Judgment card is Scorpio. So Judgment, because Judgment, you know, is typically with something being revived, revitalized, being brought back to life, resurrected, right? But we have snakes here too. So somebody could have been born the year of the snake. healing, shedding skin. We're currently in the 9 year, which is about about being very close to the completion of something. So next year will be a 10 year. So maybe some of you are like currently in the tail end of, and it's interesting, tail end, and then Scorpios have tails, snakes have tails. So someone's possibly in the tail end of a healing cycle and ready to close out a cycle, because after that it's the World card. Somebody already sees that there's maybe an end to conflict. Look at that. My throat just got really dry. Some of you may be having a hard time talking about something. Maybe some of you have been experiencing conflict and you've been keeping it more to yourself, because the High Priestess is someone who tends to isolate. And because she does so because it allows her to not be influenced by other people. It allows her to go within and trust her intuition. So some of you may have experienced conflict and had to retreat in some way in order to make a judgment call, to decide whether or not you're going to be ending something or you're going to allow there to be a new beginning. You know, are you going to resurrect something or allow it to pass? And it's interesting the Five of Wands came out with, because that represents conflict. The Empress with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Coins. I feel like some of you may have experienced some type of mental conflict, mental pain. Because remember, the Three of Swords is supposed to be like, it's like heartbreak and stuff. But remember, swords are our thoughts. Swords are our thoughts. So some of you may have felt like in order to protect everything that you value within yourself, to protect your home, because an Empress, she's someone who keeps up a home. She's the one that takes care of herself, but she also cares about other people, you know, and so is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is about someone protecting, it's like about self-respect. It's about self-worth, you know, because the Empress knows that she is worthy of receiving. And you could be an Empress, so please flip it however. And remember, we embody both feminine and masculine energies. So some of you may be wanting to protect that creative part of yourself, the part of yourself that is that feminine, sensitive, receiving part of yourself, because maybe in the past what you have been receiving hasn't necessarily been up to par, hasn't been at your level of value. You know, maybe some of you have been settling for less, and with you doing that, you have been causing yourself disappointment, pain, breaking your own heart, essentially. So that could be what's going on here too. But I feel like that this is about you coming back to yourself and addressing any conflicts where you may be allowing yourself to be undervalued by other people, but also undervaluing yourself, not knowing that you deserve so much more than what you have been receiving. And it could be anything, and this masculine or feminine, you know, we all are I can't talk today. Talking is hard. All of us, we are worthy of being loved and respected, and we each have our own values, you know. We all have our own value. It's a matter of how much we respect ourselves, but also about how much we respect other people, you know. And I guess the more you respect yourself, the more respect you will have for other people, regardless of how they're showing up. It's just like human decency, you know. But when it comes to yourself, this is about not being in conflict with yourself, not causing yourself conflict by accepting crumbs, accepting less than what you deserve, you know, when you know you deserve everything. But it's also a matter of like, what are you doing to ensure that you're providing yourself everything that you need? Someone else can't give you what you need. You know, they could supplement it, but they cannot completely provide it, because everything that you need exists within you. Your love, your care, your compassion, you know, everything that we give to other people, we're supposed to also be pouring that into ourselves. And that's what allows us to be at home with ourselves. It also allows us to be free of any internal chaos or conflict that we may be experiencing, you know. So Yeah, I didn't bring any advice cards. I've had love cards, but I feel like this is more a personal reading. This is about protecting yourself, valuing yourself, being at home with yourself, tending to your own garden. Remember, the Empress, she is everything. She is everything that she could ever want, everything that she could ever need. And within all of us, there is an Empress. Just like within all of us, there's an Emperor. You know, there's a part of us that has the drive and the motivation to take action, to take risks, you know, to make things happen. But this is the other part of us that allows us to receive, you know? So, yeah, I feel like that's the reading in in a nutshell. I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader. If you'd like a personal reading, you can check my link in the description box or the comment section. And wishing you a wonderful day or evening ahead. Bye.